Okay, so here we go. This is our full cage. So this is our full-size professional mixed martial arts cage. I'm not really sure if there's really another one in Philadelphia. There may be one other mixed martial arts cage in the Philadelphia area. This is a full-size professional cage. So one of the things that I hear a lot is that it's actually a lot smaller on the inside than it is from the outside. It feels a lot smaller. It's very kind of enclosed. And if your goal is ever to compete, you know, there's a good 25 to 20% of all of the basic fundamental mixed martial arts techniques, like when we talk about competition, that involve the actual cage, whether it's, you know, fighting yourself off the cage, grinding somebody against the cage, using the cage to escape positions on the ground, using the cage to escape submissions, standing up using the cage, controlling the ring using the cage. All of these things come into play in a mixed martial arts competition or fight. So if your goal is to compete in mixed martial arts, you need to have a cage. At this point, like the sport's getting to a point where, you know, if you don't have a cage, if you can't train in a cage, if you don't have that available to you, you're going to be behind the eight ball, like severely. Because you can take like a national champion wrestler, put him in the center of the cage, and you're never going to be able to take him down, because that's all they do. They're great at takedowns in wrestling, but you put them up against the cage, and the game changes. They've never trained in mixed martial arts on a cage. It's just like, you know, fishing with dynamite, as they say. So not only do we use this cage for competition training, and you can see it's very sturdy, very safe. It'll hold you in. You're not going to have any problems with it. We also use the cage for a lot of our conditioning drills, where we'll lace resistance bands through. It's just very versatile in terms of the things that we can do. Now, from a self-defense standpoint, you know, most altercations are not going to happen in a huge, wide-open field where there's no obstacles. So what you're doing when you're training inside of the cage is you're developing that sense of, like, what I call like the spider sense, right? Like the hair on the back of your neck standing up as you're approaching, you know, the wall or the cage or the boundary. Because you never want to be fighting or stuck in a position where you have less options. So this will train you to control the ring, stay in the center, use your footwork, and use what we call your ring generalmanship to keep yourself safe. You know, positioning is really everything. So that's the cage, and you can see, very sturdy, pretty awesome. And there's a reason that our fighters do very well in competitions, because we have all the tools to train them for competition as well. So let's head out. So I'll take you over here to the strength and conditioning area. Cool, so here's just some of the strength and conditioning equipment that we have here at the gym. Now, if you've ever watched the UFC or watched professional fighters, whether they're boxers, kickboxers, mixed martial artists, wrestlers, you're gonna know that like the look that they have is not this like overly bulky, kind of like bloated, muscular look. It's very tight, it's very lean. As such, we don't do an excessive amount of heavy lifting. So a lot of the stuff that we do is really focused on developing better balance, better stability, and a lot of core strength. So, you know, from the shoulders to the hips, that's really where all of our power and all of our balance comes from. So, that said, we do have a series of dumbbells, weights, barbells, and so on. We also have a full series of kettlebells right here. Kettlebells are awesome for mixed martial arts training. You're going to see these a lot. A lot of people have seen kettlebells, they've heard about them, but they've never used them. You'd be really surprised, and unfortunately you can't really experience this right now, but when you come into the gym, definitely come over here, ask the instructor that you're with to come over and check out the kettlebells, because even this guy, this dinky little kettlebell is pretty heavy. It's about 18 pounds, and it feels a lot heavier than that, simply because it's kind of awkward and difficult to control. So the kind of exercise that we're going to do with kettlebells are not going to necessarily be like low reps for strength, but we're going to be mixing in explosiveness, strength training, cardio conditioning, endurance, balance, all these things. So your heart rate's going to be going up, your muscles are going to be getting a really good workout, and in the end, it's really the type of fitness that you're going to want as a competitor or a fighter, or somebody who wants to be able to defend themselves for longer than, you know, 20 or 30 seconds, like an average person. Come over here, dip bar, pull-up bar, Swiss ball. You have the awesome CrossFit style gymnast rings where you can do a lot of drills. And again, really, a common theme here is that everything's very unstable. So as you use the equipment here, you're going to develop better balance, better stability, and that translates into better technique and better martial arts skills. One of my favorite tools over here is this, we call it a slosh pipe. I really don't know what you call it. It's actually a PVC pipe filled with about 20 pounds of water. And again, as you're holding, it's going to move around a lot. And so a lot of times I'll just kind of carry it for like 5 minutes at a time after a really tough workout. And again, all those small little muscles in my body are going to be working very, very hard to stay stable. You know, when you think about like it's the third round of a professional mixed martial arts fight, you're going in a minute 13, minute 14. You're going to want to make sure that everything's just like still composed and still very stable, and you still have your technique available to you. So over here, let me show you my ride. This is the Schwinn Airdyne bike.
Big pimpin', baby. Big pimpin'.
And you know, that's a great tool for just pushing yourself as hard as you can. So we'll do like a lot of Tabata interval sprint type things with that, meaning you're going to do like what we call high intensity interval training, which translates very well to fighting. It'd be getting your heart rate elevated and then spiking it and bringing it back down, and spiking it and bringing it back down. It's shown to be more effective than sort of low intensity cardio. So you can get a workout in on that Airdyne in 10 minutes and accomplish more work and have better results than you would running for 45 minutes on the road, which is insanely boring to me, and hard on the joints and all sorts of other things. So as we come over here, these are the battle ropes. And again, strength and conditioning stuff, very unstable. I stole these off of Brock Lesnar's shoes. I think they're a pair of his shoelaces. And basically all we're going to do with these, a lot of different drills. We can go power onto the slam. We can alternate for power, for speed, for length, for duration. But again, it's putting all this sort of tension and force through my body that I have to stay, sort of maintain and stay stable. So again, that core is getting a lot of work out, a lot of work done. Some additional training mats. The Daddis mats are awesome, but you can't use weights on them because they're a little delicate. So this is sort of our like strength area here, where you can bring the dumbbells over, bring the barbells over, do your deadlifts, do your cleans, all these things. Some more fitness equipment over here. Smith machine, excuse me. Resistance bands. Medicine balls, man. These are some of the most versatile and important tools in striking training, especially. So what we can do with these is a lot of body conditioning drills, okay? And body conditioning is a lot like, we have a lot of people coming in here and they want to have everything right now. They want to like train really hard and you know, have rock hard abs and stuff like that, take punches immediately. But body conditioning is a lot like getting a tan. Just look very gradual over time with consistent effort. You're gonna develop the ability to take a punch, you know, if that's something you want to do, and not flinch. Okay. We can also use these to practice our punches by throwing them against the wall, as if we're throwing a punch, because when we throw a punch, it's a very ballistic movement. It's not like pressing a dumbbell or lifting a weight. It's very hydraulic. We want to launch off of our body. So these can be very effective tools for helping you not only develop better technique, but better speed, better balance, better power in your strikes. As we come over here, this is our boxing ring. Now, one of the reasons we opted for somewhat of a smaller boxing ring is because a lot of times, if you look over here, we have all of this space, you know, 4,500, 4,000, whatever square feet of mat area, and we get students that are starting to learn how to spar. It can be very easy to kind of not engage. So for the students who need to work on staying in the pocket and defending themselves and not moving away, not avoiding sparring, we have a ring here that's of a nice, cozy size to encourage activity. So most of the fights that you have as a boxer or a kickboxer, if that's what you want to do, are going to be in a larger ring. But this is really going to force you to use proper footwork, head movement, evasiveness, and technique to spar. So I personally love this ring. I love the size of this ring. It's very helpful for a lot of our students who need to work on that aspect of their game. Cool. And then head over here, just one last area. We have sort of our private introductory lesson area, consultation areas behind these screens right here. So what's going to happen, let's say you call or you email us and you want to come in, check out the gym. We do offer like a 30-day free trial. We offer a free private lesson. We like to sit down with you, really understand like where your goals, what your goals are, where you're at right now in terms of your fitness and martial arts experience. And if your fitness is not up to par, and if you have no martial arts experience, it's totally fine. We're actually experts in training beginners, getting people in here up to speed, getting people in shape, getting people flexible, getting people competent and proficient in the martial arts, and that's what we do. And so when you come in here, we're going to take you through a tour. You're going to see a lot of this stuff, and you're going to get to kind of mess around with it, feel the bags, feel the weight of the bags, feel the weight of the kettlebells, hold the slash pipe, step inside the ring, step inside the cage, really get a sense of perspective, and really experience what training as in the mixed martial arts, in boxing and kickboxing or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is all about. But over here is kind of where we're going to do a little bit of instruction. We like to keep it private so that we can go do something more one-on-one with you, because right now it's real quiet in here, but on like a weeknight, we got maybe 80 people in the gym at any given time, maybe 40 are in the class. Might have a boot camp class going on over here. It's loud, people are yelling. There's pads being hit, the bags are rattling all over the place, music's going. So we kind of take you over here, we sit down with you, we really discuss your goals, show you some techniques, and then put together a program for you that's going to really help you achieve your specific goals. Set out a kind of like a progress path for you, because you're never going to be compared to anybody else here. Everybody's sort of going to have their own starting point and their own sort of like rate of progress. Some people are just star athletes. That's great. Some people have never done any sports in their life. That's great too. It doesn't really matter. So that's this area over here. And then as a member, you walk out of here and you start taking class, man. And we have classes 7 days a week, locker room facilities, and we pretty much have like anything you'd ever need to train in the martial arts, to get in shape, to learn how to defend yourself, and also to compete, if that's what you want to do, at the highest levels, the UFC, Bellator, Strikeforce, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts, Muay Thai world champions, mixed martial arts champions. Some of the best fighters on the East Coast are here in the gym, working alongside you, helping you with your goals. People that have, been there, they've done that, they've been to the school of hard knocks, they can tell you some tips and tricks and things to avoid, simply because they've been there and made those mistakes, so you don't have to. Okay, so you're not only, getting access to the gym, to the awesome dollar mats that I'm like in love with, but also to the decades of experience that our coaching staff has, that our fight team has, that our students have. And we have students that have been training here for like 5 or 6 years plus. And just a wealth of knowledge and experience that as a member of this gym, as a member of the family and the team, that we're going to share with you. So I really recommend, if you guys are interested in checking out the gym in person, okay, and I can personally take you through this tour. I might tell some of the same jokes. That's just how it is. But give us a call. It's 215-467-1008. You can go to startmyfreetrialnow.com. Again, that's startmyfreetrialnow.com. Email me, jackson@daddisfc.com. I mean, there's really a million different ways to get in touch with us. It's super simple. We're great at getting back to you, like almost instantly, and we can get you in the gym within, a day, even that same day. Call us and we'll get you in. So any questions, go to our website, daddismma.com. Call us, email us. We have a Facebook page, daddismmafans.com. Takes you right to our Facebook page. Like us on Facebook. YouTube video library of, I think, 140 videos. It's youtube.com/Daddis. So there's really no excuse for not getting in touch, not checking out the gym, not stopping by just to see what it's all about. And again, a 30-day free trial where you come and you train, use all the gym equipment for free for 30 days, no risk. And on top of that, a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you do decide to sign up, when you decide to sign up, because I'm pretty confident that you step in here and you check it out, you're going to like what you see. You have 60 days to train, and if you don't like it after 60 days, we have an option where you can get your money back. So there's literally no risk. Everybody's here super friendly, super helpful. Give us a call, and I will see you on the mats.